Here's the way I rank it. There is Kuro, there is Ollie, and then there's Yusan over here, right? Ollie is the type that's like if Ollie's like, oh, I'm hungry, let's eat. I'm like, okay, where do you want to eat? And Ollie's like, oh, you pick the food. I want you to pick what to eat. And I go like, okay, what about a cookie? She'll be like, oh, okay, like that. She's not gonna say no, but you can tell from her body language. It's like the more you get to know her, the more you'll pick it up. But you can tell from her body language and her word choice that she doesn't want it, right? So what I like to do is I'd be like, oh, I was thinking about sushi. And she'll be like, oh, right, okay. And I'm like, oh, she's kind of interested. And I go like, oh, or maybe we can do like a grill place. And she's like, oh, I guess that sounds nice too. She's not interested at all. And I'll be like, maybe we can get soup. She's like, oh, you want soup? Sure, I guess. Not interested. So I just keep doing it until she goes, oh, that's a great idea. That means she wants it. So it's one of those things that I'm a little bit more patient when it comes to Ollie, where I will be like, oh, let's eat. And I'll be like, where do you want to eat? She's like, you decide this time. And I'm like, all right, I ain't deciding. By the end of the day, okay, I will never ever decide where to eat. What I will do is I will give you options and ideas and look at your response, and whichever you show excitement to, that's where we're eating. And she'll be like, wow, I can't believe you wanted to eat here. I didn't. I don't give a shit. I just want you to enjoy the food. That sounds kind of exhausting. Not really. I don't mind doing it. I think it's actually kind of cute. And it's a little cute because sometimes I remember one time, basically Ollie wasn't feeling too fresh. And I was like, listen, girl, I know you won't like it, but you need to drink this because basically, like, you do not, when you're feeling sick, right? The one thing you do not want to get is either a heat stroke or like blood sugar tanking. Those are very, very important because like you don't want to get dehydrated and you don't want to get like heat stroke. And in Indonesia, bro, you will get heat stroke fast. So I was like, you won't like it, but you need to drink this because it's electrolyte. And she's like, oh my God, really? Thank you for getting it. And I'm like, don't thank me because I know you won't like it. And she's like, no, you went out of your way to get this for me. And I love it so much. Thank you so much. And I'm like, shut up and drink. One sip. One sip. And she went, thank you so much. I can't believe it. I love this so much. No, I will love this drink no matter what. The biggest frown I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, I know. I already said it. I already told you you're not gonna like it, girl. She's like, no, I like it. It's very unique flavored. Wow. I'm like, I know you won't like it. It's okay. But you have to drink a little more. She's like, I am gonna drink. I'm thirsty. And I'm like, just drink, man. I'll be real. I think if I don't know you and you do that, I will find it exhausting because I don't know you very well. But Ollie, dude, I've known this bitch for like 4 years, okay? I feel like Ollie is the only person that I can kind of get really fast. There will be times where she's like, how did you know I was thinking about this? And I'm like, you talked about it nonstop for the past 4 days. She's like, no, I didn't. And I'm like, girl, every conversation, you would compare a situation or you would compare an expression with this specific thing. So obviously you want this specific thing. She was like, what? Well, how did you know that? She does that. She does a lot of weird little things. So I feel like I'm clicker trained. Ollie has genuinely clicker trained me. So now like little things, I'm just kind of like, oh no, I get it. It's like, no, Ollie's not mad. And I'm like, no, Ollie's mad. Ollie being mad, in hindsight, it's not very obvious. Because when Ollie's upset, she looks and acts kind of the same as when she's not upset. But she has like little things she do that makes me go like, oh, she's not very happy in this situation. Like she would talk a bit more stern. She wouldn't stutter too much. She's more eloquent with her words, right? So sometimes I'll be like, she pissed. And I'll be like, hey girl, you good? And she was like, no, I'm actually really upset about it. And I'm like, yeah, you want to talk about it? And she talks about it. Yeah, it's like little things she does. It's kind of weird. Unironically, chat, now when I'm talking about Ollie, I sound like Ollie's boyfriend. I literally talk about Ollie. Like, I'm like, you will never believe what my girlfriend did to me today. It's like, hey, where do you want to eat? I don't know. Let's go here. No. Right. How about this place? No. Right. How about this? I like that idea. Right. You just noticed? Damn. You know them so well when you will put a ring on them? Come over here, baby girl. Freaky. No, sadly, we are just really good friends. Not nuts. You'll never believe this, guys. But, deep down, I kind of care about my friends. Will they ever hear it from me? No. Never. I think I've only told Ollie that I care about her only when I'm mad at her. That's it. Ollie's one of the only friends where I've actually been upset, like, towards them. Not because they did anything bad, but I I will say this. Ollie sometimes is not the most confident person out there. So I will try to like motivate you. But one thing that pisses me off is when people downplay themselves a lot for an extended amount of time. Like I'm talking months and months and months of downplaying yourself. Then I get pissed, right? Then I'll be like, girl, what the fuck do you want from me? Not because it's like you're wasting my time or anything, but it's like, what is genuinely causing you to feel this way? You know what I'm saying? It's like, there's no way you're so scared because of the activity. There has to be a reason on why you are this scared of an activity. Right? Let me know. So I get pissed because I would be like, girl, you're really not that bad. Like, you are good. You are this. And then I get pissed. The only time I ever compliment my friend is when I do that. But on like normal days, absolutely ass not. I call them stupid and I will say like, wow, so you hate me. You hate me and you think I'm ugly and unlovable. And that's my stim. But deep down, you'll never believe it. I do gaff. Maybe just a little bit. Ack, ack, ack.
I fucking love your yaps.
Oh man, thanks. You're gonna hate it in a couple of minutes, I feel. Until today, I still think about the fact that I used to talk so much and my mom looked me dead in the eye and was like, wow, you talk too much. And look at where we are now. If I told my younger self that you basically will just live your life talking all day, I would talk about that. Now you talk so much for a living. No way. I trained my whole life for this. No, but I love my friends. I do. I just can't show it through words. I am a very action guy. Like, okay, this is something really weird. That one time, I did this for Ollie. And Ollie... Okay, I want you to... This is something kind of silly. I did this for Ollie. And I've been doing this for Ollie for like 2.5 years. Yeah, like 2.5 years now. Every time, right? Not because of anything crazy. I low-key do this for anyone depending on the situation. Here's the context. We have a lot of street food, right? Like, it's not food that you order and then you sit on a table to eat. It's one of those foods like you eat as you walk around. You know what I'm saying? What do you call that kind of food, chat? It's like there is a food that you need to sit down with like a spoon and a fork or like a knife and a fork. And there's food that you're just kind of like holding to like eat. Is it called finger food? Yeah, like walking food or... How do I explain this? It's saucy though. Does it matter? Is there like a term for it? Or is it just called like street food or finger food or something? So yeah, is it on a stick? Kind of. Well, sometimes yes, sometimes no. But usually it's just messy, right? It's one of those food that you eat without utensils. Like you can basically eat on the go, like as you're walking. But it kind of is a bit messy because it's like saucy or it maybe has crumbs everywhere or like it has sauce or whatever that kind of can stain your mouth type shit. So... that's the context. It's a very hyper-specific context. Hi, bestie. Burgers. Yeah, kind of like a hot dog. You know, like imagine a hot dog or a very... like ice cream. Oh, ice cream's a great example. Like ice cream. Yeah, like ice cream on a cone, not a cup, right? So when my friends would buy food like this, I would always take like extra tissues from the stand. And then I always have like wet tissues in my bag. The wet tissues are because I like wet tissues, but I always take extra tissues in case, you know? And I've been doing this for my friends for years now. Recently, I was going with Ollie. We got food. And Ollie was like, ah, fuck. Like, it's messy and I don't have tissue. And I'm like, here you go. And I just gave her the tissue. And she's like, thank you, girl. And then she wiped her mouth, right? And she kept walking. It got messy again. She's like, ah. So she's using like different sides of the tissue. Eventually, all sides of the tissue is dirty. And she's done with her food. And now her hands are dirty. And she's like, oh, my hands are dirty. Like, she doesn't even say it. She's like, yeah, let me throw this food away. And I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. She throws the food. Instantly, I hand her over wet tissue and dry tissue. And she looks at me and she was like, where did you even get this? And I'm like, I've been holding on to it ever since we bought the food, like 20 minutes ago. And she was like, what? I'm like, yeah, because if I put it in my pocket, it'll get dirty. So I'm just going to hold on to it until you need it. It was like, what? Why would you do that? And I'm like, because you need it. It's like, what? You care for me that much? And I'm sitting there. Like, I genuinely sat there, not because of her comment, but it made me realize this bitch didn't notice that I've been doing this for years. I have been doing that for years. And after 2.5 years, she finally realized it.